Yo, what's up everybody? Holding Hands with you here, bringing you Wiseman's Grandchild anime review. This is episode 12, the last episode. This was a very good last episode. I enjoyed it, the anime so far, especially this one. I know a lot of people have been complaining about it and saying it's nothing like the light novel, which I have not read the light novel or the manga. But basically it continued off of, them in war with the demonoids, and Maria comes by and she's basically attacking the soldiers and she's putting them down easily until Shin's people get there. And when Shin people get there, they can hold her back, but the issue is she's not just a powerful mage, but she's good at close quarters combat too, and she's mixing that up, her magic and that, and she's making them struggle, and she ends up actually taking Alice as a hostage and using her as a shield when she blasts everybody else with magic until Shin gets there, and Shin gets there really, really upset, especially because by the time he gets there, she basically bodied everybody. The only one who was conscious and not on the floor was Yuri, and Shin gets really, really upset seeing them all bodied, and he starts to fight her, and Shin doesn't get to land no devastating hits on her, but he does land one hit on her, like her breast, and he kind of cut like the top part of her shirt off, and there's like a sword slash on her breast, and she's like, if I would have been a little bit slower in dodging that attack, he would have grabbed my neck. And she was like, I gotta retreat. And the instant she thought that, some of Shin's other friends came in and was like, yo Shin, do you need our help? And she took advantage of that, and she basically went over there and she attacked them. And when she's attacking them to get away, Shin went after her, but that demonoids, the one with the red hair, the scout, he interfered and he ended up blasting them with a high level magic blast. So Shin had to put up a barrier to stop the blast and push it back, while August put up another barrier to surround them from the explosion of that blast. And they were able to succeed in blasting away, the blast and the debris and stuff. But in the process, the scout and Maria both got away. And they went back and they told Zest his power is too great. I can't believe we had to run away. And Zest was kind of upset. And we have showed him in the air just flying, laughing at them, saying, I knew this was going to happen, but seeing y'all attack them with this plan and then running with your legs between your, the terror between your legs is hilarious. And Sodom is basically like making fun of them. He didn't exactly say it was hilarious, but paraphrasing what he meant. He was technically not making fun of his own people for failing. And of course, this episode proved me right. Shin was able to take on Maria with no problem. If anything, he would have won if it wasn't for the fact that she got away by using his friends as an scapegoat, and she had help from that scout. But yeah, Zets, Maria, the scout, none of them are able to take on Shin one-on-one. So, and as this happened, we have this one sentimental part where we actually might get Cicelyne. They actually start calling her a saint because she actually is able to heal everybody, but she's depressed because there's this one guy who was on death's door that she couldn't save, and Shin had to save him. But Shin did state, if it wasn't for you keeping him alive, I would have never been able to save him and he would have died. And he's trying to make her feel good, but by telling her that she ain't really feel good because she thought that Shin was just saying it just to be nice. But then when Shin was like, look at all these people, and we see all these people that she's been helping out through the past 2 episodes, and they were all thanking her and calling her a saint, she ended up blushing and started crying more, and she was very, very happy. And then Shin is in the background laughing, and she's like, Shin, and he just laughing at her. Not at a malicious laugh, but saying like, come on, you're good, so don't knock yourself down. Then we get August talking to the King of Swede, and basically what happens is that they're going to enter into a treaty, so this won't happen again. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Shin also posts a gate on this area, so now if something would have ever happen again, he can be able to teleport here, because he did say he felt bad that he couldn't use gate to get here. And Yuri did say don't feel bad because you can only use gate to places you already been, and she was trying to help him not to feel bad. And then August and Shin came to this realization of, let's help save the whole world from demonized people. And everyone is there just agreeing, and they're gonna help out as well. In August, when they get back, everybody knew about their accomplishment, how they succeeded, and everybody was praising them. And August's dad, the king, thus he was there, or Darius was there, and Darius was like, congratulations, thank you for your hard work. And August tells them what he did with the king, that he made that negotiation, and that he wants to continue to do this with other places to protect against, demonoids. And the king was like, okay, I'll give you my blessings to go ahead. And when it comes to Shin, he looks at his grandparents and they was like, we know you want to go with them, go ahead, it's okay. So basically the whole squad, the ultimate magicians, which Shin still cries about that because he's embarrassed about the name, they basically all got permission from their parents and guardians to go on this journey. And we get the theme song, and it was pretty nice. But as the theme song's playing, we get to switch over to Sodom and his people, and Sodom is admonishing his people for what they did, but at the same time he was like, thank you for what you did, because now I have more inspiration to do what I want to do. And Sodom looks at his people wrong for betraying him and not listening to his orders and for leaving, but he doesn't do nothing to them, he just looks at them wrong. And he gets up to walk away, and he says something very interesting to Maria. And he was like, Maria, that second plan that we have in store, are you taking care of it? And this is something very interesting that I caught on. She blushes and she starts to hold her stomach. And she says, yes, I'm working on that. And I'm like, is she pregnant? Is he going to bring a demonoid human child born into this world? Maybe a demonoid human that's born into this world is probably more powerful than a regular one that becomes one. And maybe he's trying to build that child up to fight Shin. That's just my theory. That's what I'm guessing. Again, I don't read the light novels or the manga, so please don't spoilers. But that's just my guess from that segment, that she's pregnant probably with a child of his. If it's not his, maybe it's a child that's made of DNA from him and hers mixed. So maybe they have the idea of making a child that's born demonoid is probably going to be more powerful than a regular one, or a regular mage that fall into depravity to become one. Again, this is my theory. But then after the theme song, Merlin and Melody, they talking, and they're like, it's been a while since we've been alone. And she's like, yeah. And he was like, it feels pretty good. And she looks at him, Melody, and she's like, you're gross. And he was like, I didn't mean it that way. But then she was like, she cracked a smile. She was like, but you're right, it has been a while since we've been alone. And I guess they was talking about being alone. I'm not sure if they mean that just by their presence being together, or they meant like being intimate with each other. It could go either or. But it was funny because after they state this, a gate opens and Shin and the whole squad comes in and they start arguing about how we had no destinations or plan where we're gonna go, you're irresponsible, blah blah blah. Other people were saying, I'm hungry. Somebody was like, I want a pizza with I think mushrooms or something like that, and it was just hilarious. And then it was explained by Cicelyne that we had to come back because we had nowhere to camp and no destination really. We were just flying around aimlessly. So we came back to plot and gather some stuff. And then making all this noise. And Meldine gets really, really upset. So she screams at them all. And basically the episode ends. And we get this really nice picture saying the end and thank you. So that was pretty cool. Again, I don't read the novel or the manga, so no spoilers, but hopefully we get a season 2, because so far I've been liking the 12 episodes that we get. The art and animation's on point. I like the story so far. Again, I'm an anime only, so I don't really know if there's anything that they took out. Kind of know when it comes to light novels that becomes manga, or I should say to get an animation, usually there's a lot of stuff acts, so they can make it into 12 episode series or 24 series, depending on which way they go. So I'm not sure how much they took out from this, but so far I like what I've seen, and hopefully we get a season 2 announcement soon. If we don't, I'm probably gonna have to buy some manga and light novels and catch up, but I liked it so far. But guys, that's all I have for you. If there's any other series you want me to replace, anime series for Wednesdays that you want me to replace since this series gone, let me know down below. Give me some recommendations, or mangas, maybe either or, anime or manga. But yeah, this was episode 12 of Wiseman's Grandchild. Sadly, it was the last episode. Hopefully we get a season 2 again. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more. Follow me on Twitter, link me down below. But that's all I have for you. Peace out, have a good one.